Is Fortnite a dead game? No, but this is why you think it is. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the whole controversy around Fortnite being a dead game. A lot of YouTubers have been uploading videos about this, and it actually inspired me to make my own video. I saw Cypher PK upload a video about this a couple days ago, and that kind of made me think about it. And then Aussie Antics also uploaded a video today, and that kind of just sealed the deal for me. So I'm going to upload a video on it today. Also going to give away one battle pass to somebody who likes the video and comments their Fortnite name. I will add one person and give it to whoever does not have it right here. Anyways, if you're an avid Fortnite player, you probably have the conception in your brain that Fortnite is a dead game. Nobody plays the game anymore. Nobody cares about it, and it's just dead. Sometimes I even feel this way because I play it, you know, and I upload it. I play the game all the time. I compete in it. I'm even an elite division player in Fortnite competitive. Fortnite competitive is a whole different conversation, but as far as Fortnite as a whole, a lot of people just feel like the game is dead. Aussie Antics actually uploaded a video and completely debunked that theory simply by just showing the amount of active players that are currently playing the game. Right now, there's like 1 million players concurrently playing the game, and every month it seems to peak around 250 million unique players that play every single month. Compared to other games like Apex Legends and Valorant, it doesn't even come close. It actually doubles Apex Legends player base, and Valorant only has 22 million per month, which is actually pretty low. I thought Valorant would be way higher. So why do people feel like this game is literally just dead? Why do people feel like the game is dying? Well, this conception mainly comes from people, this conversation mainly comes from the people who play the game competitively. A lot of pro players like to talk about how the game is just dead on Twitter, and that kind of just influences other people that look up to those guys to believe the same thing, and to kind of, you know, plants this idea in their head that the game really is dead. And sometimes I even believe this too. Like literally sometimes I get bored really easily playing the game. If there's no tournament or if there's nothing to do, I genuinely feel bored. That's just the way I've kind of wired myself, because if I'm not making content or if I'm not playing in a tournament, I just get bored. So it's easy for me to feel that way. But judging by the amount of players that play every single month and daily, that just isn't the case. Fortnite has way more active players than pretty much every other game. Another reason a lot of people feel like the game is dying is simply because of the viewership and the amount of interest in the game as a whole. You got to remember, Fortnite has been out for 5 years. It came out in like 2017, I think, the Battle Royale version of it. That's when I started playing, and I've been playing for 5 years. That's a long time to play a video game. But luckily, Fortnite updates all the time. There's new maps, there's new weapons constantly swapped in and out, a bunch of new skins and collaborations, tournaments, and a bunch of new things like no build has recently came into the game, making the game feel fresh. There's always something new going on, and that helps the game feel new, especially adding new mechanics like the running and the sliding and things like that, and the mantling. It just keeps on upgrading the game and making it feel new. Epic Games does a really good job at doing that. It makes the game feel more fresh. Even though the game's been out for 5 years, it doesn't necessarily feel like that, especially if you just started playing maybe a year or two ago, or maybe you're even a new player now and you're just trying to get into the game. I have no idea. But Fortnite has been out for a long time, so naturally the interest in the game is going to go down. This happened to Call of Duty. It's even happened to Minecraft. When Fortnite blew up like big time in 2018-ish, there were so many content creators who could upload pretty much anything on the game and it would get views. Fortnite used to be that YouTube game that would just blow up in the algorithm because everybody was playing it. Literally all your favorite creators were playing it, and that's how Ninja exploded. That's honestly how I got my career. And there was just a lot of interest in the game at the time because it was super fun, it was fresh, and it was new. But ever since then, you know, Fortnite's been out for so long, everybody knows about it, everybody's probably played it. There's nothing too exciting, there's nothing to search up except if you're like a big fan of Fortnite. Everybody knows about it, and there's other games constantly coming out, so other people are going to move to different games. It just happens. That happens to every game. But even with that decline, Fortnite is still one of the top games in the industry if you look at the statistics. But there's no denying that the viewership on YouTube, especially regarding competitive, the viewership is down. Like you can even look at people like Cypher PK, who gets a lot of views per video. Like this man is at the top for sure. There was a time where he was getting 1 million views plus every single video, and now it's gone down a little bit, and that's just natural. But you need to also remember to look at the numbers of all these creators. There's so many creators that do content outside of competitive that get lots of views. Cypher PK, Ninja, there's Courage, there's so many, Nick A30 even, who goes crazy on YouTube. There's creators outside of competitive that are pulling good numbers. So there's still a large audience that wants to watch Fortnite, right? It's just the reason I think mainly the competitive players feel like the game is dying is because playing competitive tournaments gets repetitive. And there's also not a lot of competitive streamers and YouTubers that are uploading consistently and making really good content. Like, I'm one of those people. I try to dabble between the casual and competitive side of things. So I know everything there is to know about the competitive side of things, and I try to upload that content, but there's no denying that the viewership has gone down. And to be honest, it's kind of my fault because I've been very lazy this year. I've missed so many uploads. I just went on a golf trip for like 2 weeks. I didn't upload that whole entire time I was on vacation. So all of that is kind of my fault. There's not really any consistent, constant daily uploading competitive YouTubers that are really doing it big time, really. There's people like Aussie Antics who's doing a really good job, but there's no like big streamers that really are doing it big when it comes to Fortnite competitive. There's a few that come to mind, but you know, there's no Benji Fishy, there's no Mongrel, there's no Tfue. I mean, Tfue does no build, but that's a whole different conversation. Obviously, I'm trying to work on stop being so lazy and continue to upload daily content for you guys. So hopefully I can turn that around somehow, but that definitely makes it feel like the game is dead. Or at least the competitive side of things is dead. Like, if any of you have a Twitter account, just look at the numbers for the Fortnite leak accounts. Every time there's a new update, Hypex's Twitter goes crazy. There is a big audience for people that enjoy Fortnite content. It's just the competitive community isn't really tapping into that. And like I said before, just look at the numbers that Cypher pulls, that Ninja, Courage, and all of them pull. There's still an audience that is there that wants to watch this type of content. It's just a lot of the competitive community has not tapped into that. I've been way too lazy and I don't really deserve to pull those numbers this year because I've just been so lazy. So that's why I think the game isn't dead. There's still a ton of people that play the game every month. There's YouTubers that pull in great views. They're just probably outside of your radar. And there's a huge community on Twitter that loves the updates and loves the new content and loves to play Fortnite casually. The reason I think those people aren't interested in watching Fortnite competitive or moving over to the Fortnite competitive community is because the community is pretty toxic. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the big pro players do a pretty good job of not being toxic, but it's that layer under the top pros that kind of push new people away because of the way they act, especially on Twitter. It kind of reminds me of how the Call of Duty community got towards the very end. It reminds me a lot of that. Like, there's a whole dark side to the Fortnite community, and it is unfortunate. And I think that honestly kind of pushes people away. I think because the Fortnite competitive community has gotten so niche and so like compact that it's just kind of like stirred itself up, and a lot of people are just in Discord and everything just being super toxic and saying some crazy shit, and I think that pushes a lot of people away. Honestly, I really do feel that way. I don't necessarily think that that has a big role in things, but that's just something that I thought I would mention. And another good point to bring up why I feel like the game isn't dying is because if you look at no build, and Aussie Antics actually brought this up in his video as well, the no build side of things have actually brought a lot of people back, like Ninja, Tfue, these people, and they're starting to pull good views. And especially on Twitch, Tfue's doing a lot better than he was on other games. There's so many more no build tournaments that pretty much all content creators can participate in, which is good for the numbers and viewership of the community, bringing in more money to pro players and things like that. A lot of the build pros might not like the no build, but it's actually benefiting the build players in a way by bringing in more viewership and potentially more money over to the build side. And no build is actually pretty fun, believe it or not. Like, I actually enjoy it a lot. It just keeps Fortnite expanding and doing new and different things, and I think that's really good for the game. I just think there's so many different sides and communities to Fortnite. You have the competitive community, you have the casual community, which is much larger than the rest. You have the leaks community, and you have the no build community, and these are all separate communities. You even have like the creative community. Like, there's so many different parts and niches in Fortnite itself that it's separated the audiences. Fortnite as a whole is huge. There's so many people that watch and play Fortnite, but they only watch specific parts of Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different communities, and people typically only tend to stick to one of them. And that's kind of my mindset. I think Fortnite is not dead at all. Sure, it might be losing a few players every single month, you know, like whatever. But every single time there's a new big update or something, there is a lot of hype for it. I think it's just when a lot of people kind of voice their opinion on Twitter and say, this game's dead, it kind of brings down the vibes for a lot of the people in the audience. It kind of makes them believe that the game really is dead, when in reality, it truly isn't. If you look at the statistics, that's kind of my thoughts. So moving forward, obviously I'm still going to be uploading Fortnite content. I mean, I just qualified to Elite literally like a couple days ago. I'm going to work on stop being so lazy. Because this year I've been super lazy. I haven't really been putting my all into content. I mean, the past like 5 years, I put everything into it. So I've been kind of like taking a little bit of a year off in a sense, but you know, I'm working on kind of getting back into the cycle of things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Fortnite is not dead. It may seem like it. It's kind of like an optical illusion, but if you kind of put the pieces together and you kind of figure out why things are so separated and compacted, the game really isn't dead. It's just, all the audiences are separated and it's a little weird. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Kiwis and I'm out. Peace.